Today I want to focus on one of my favourite YouTubers, and that is Ali Abdaal. Ali Abdaal is a Pakistan national who moved to the UK in 2003. Since then he has graduated from Cambridge University with a first-class honours degree, set up multiple businesses and also boasts a YouTube channel with over 2 million subscribers at the time of filming this video.
Alright, so the truth about productivity is that it's not really about the apps. It's not really about having a perfect system or about being disciplined or motivated more than anyone else. Those things do help, but what I've realized over the last few months is that there is actually a hidden secret to productivity and fulfillment. So grab a cup of tea.
I've followed Ali closely for the last 18 months, and I've heard him speak a lot about productivity. And today I want to talk through 5 things that I have learned by following Ali, which I believe will add to your value, your study experience, and ensure that you are successful within any exams or project that you are sitting. To kickstart my top tips for productivity, coming in at number 5 is to reduce the disturbances that you have while you are either studying or working towards a particular project. Whether this be putting your mobile phone in another room, turning off social media notifications, or closing your door to stop disruptions from your housemates. If you want to get the most out of your work sessions, then you simply need to minimize the amount of disruptions that you have during that time period. My 4th top tip is to be healthy. Do some exercise and fuel yourself sufficiently. A car cannot run on empty. If you do not feed yourself sufficient and healthy food, then your brain is not going to provide the power that you need to be able to achieve your end goal. Alongside this, get outside, take breaks from your revision, get some fresh air, and that will help you mentally to prepare yourself for when you do need to put the work in at a computer inside. And on top of this, it will reduce the disturbances that you have. And in at number 3 is set time aside for you to complete that work session. Plan a timetable and schedule a set amount of time, and be specific with your time. As I touched on earlier, if you give yourself 8 hours all day to work towards your project or your exam, then you are not going to be productive for a full 8 hours. Be specific with your time and be clever. Set aside 2 hours on a Saturday morning if you are working on a weekend, and just smash those 2 hours. You'll feel far better because you would have achieved a heck of a lot within those 2 hours. But you'll also have the rest of the day to go and focus on other things, have fun, see friends and family, watch the football, and you'll feel a lot better about yourself because you've been far more productive with the time that you've set aside for your work. And in at number 4, reward yourself. And this is something that I self-consciously did through studying without even realizing I was doing it. And it wasn't too long ago did I realize that it was actually a thing. I used to work on a basis of every half an hour that I would study, I would play a 15-minute FIFA game. It gave me a set goal to aim for at the end, that I was going to reward myself for taking and spending half an hour of revision. Now, you may feel that half hour and 15 minutes is too short, and I agree it probably is. So you could work on an hourly basis. So you could do 45 minutes of hard work, and you could reward yourself with 15 minutes. You may have reduced your disturbances by putting your phone in the other room, so you might just play on your phone for 15 minutes as your reward. You might go and make some dinner, but what this is allowing you to do is put your focus into the activity you are doing. And that is key for you when you want to be as productive as possible. And then my 5th and my absolute favorite learning from the man Ali himself, and that is to focus on the journey, not the end destination. Now, what do I mean by that? I'm going to use myself as an example. 18 months ago, I qualified to become a fully chartered accountant. When you are studying, rather than focusing on becoming a fully chartered accountant, focus on the small wins that you can make today or tomorrow that over time will build up and help you to achieve that end goal. So I'm talking about doing an hour of calculation practice, an hour in theoretical revision every single day. If you've got a business and you're trying to grow your profit, then take the small actions that are required for you to develop your product. You're not just aiming for a profitable business. You need to identify what products you need to launch to get that profitable business, and what decisions you need to make to launch those products. And I absolutely love Ali's recommendation on this point of being productive, because it's very easy to become overwhelmed if you're constantly thinking of the end goal. Whereas you think about the small wins day after day and things that you can do that can make a small difference, these small differences mount up to very material results. That is my 5 top tips that I have learned from Ali Abdaal. I've linked Ali Abdaal's channel down in the description below. Go and check it out. There's a lot you can learn from the man himself. And it is probably my most watched YouTuber over the last 18 months. And I recommend you check him out too. I am on my journey to thrive, to be like Ali. But until the next one, goodbye.